Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Tryndamere top lane here in season 12. He's in a really good spot. For your best runes, take lethal tempo. Hold on a second. Hold on now. 1 second. Oh, Blitzcrank first blood, not bad. I just needed a little bit more gold to get another potion. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. Anyways, for your best runes, take lethal tempo with Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, unflinching with Second Wind. Second Wind's most broken rune in the game, and attack speed 80 with armor or magic resist. We should have gone magic resist up against the Mordekaiser. He actually went for fleet. If you have lethal tempo or conqueror on any champion in general, lethal tempo or conk, if you're fighting someone who does not have one of those, you should be able to beat them in a fight to the death. So we'll be looking for that, particularly once we build up some of our fury for free crit chance. We'll be looking for a fight to the death with the Mordekaiser. We have ghost advantage over his TP for a fight to the death, and like we talked about, lethal tempo is obviously much better than fleet for fights to the death. Your toughest matchups on Tryndamere are pretty much Malphite, Jax, Darius, and there are others, but you can usually go even with them or just be patient, build up red essence. Not red essence. I'm saying red essence because I play a lot of Kayn, but I'm trying to say fury. That was a really good trade for us because we have D shield and second wind, so we're going to be healing up very quickly. We're going to spin back on him, take a really big trade. Got some juicy crits in there, but that's what it's all about. You have your lethal tempo built up. He doesn't have lethal tempo. We're obviously going to keep taking that trade. He shouldn't have fought us like that. On Mordekaiser, I've done a guide on him recently, how to carry low elo with him. And you want to take Conqueror on Mordekaiser with Resolve, not Domination Tree. That is the secret sauce. If you go for Resolve, look at the endgame stats for your Revitalize. It'll do more than any other rune that you take. Revitalize synergizes so hard with Conqueror, Riftmaker, and Mordekaiser self-shielding and self-healing. It's so good. Just like, for example, second wind's already healed us for 56 health. That's nuts already. This guy's barely even hit us. He has a level advantage on us here, so I don't actually want to all in him. Even though I have item advantage, it'd be a huge mistake on that minion wave. If I had full fury, I might. There's just no reason. So much risk. Tried to auto attack E reset on it. E's a really good auto reset tool. Oops, missing some minions here. For example, we can auto attack E reset. There we go. Don't really know where Mord went there. I'm assuming he went for oh, hey buddy. We're gonna trade this all in. He doesn't have Conquer, so that's just a zero threat situation. I'm not going to use my heal. I want to keep my health low so I have more damage. The lower you are on health, the more AD you get for each bit of missing HP that you have. I'm going to hold off on that. Auto attack E, reset. We got that dump. We'll go ahead and back now. You want to max your Q first, E second, and W last. Remember, the secret is building up fury and keeping your HP high before you all in somebody to the death. Your most standard combo on Tryndamere will be a auto attack, then E reset. If you cannot reach them and you know you can win the fight, then you'll usually use your E to get to them and start autoing them. Your W lowers all nearby enemies' attack damages, which is very nice. And if they have their back turned to you, once it finished casting, it also slows their movement speed. So when you cast your W, it really depends. It's usually when you think they're going to turn their back to you, and then you'll all in them. I don't have any red essence built up. I don't really care though. We have enough of an item lead on this guy. I'll fight him and his minions. I don't care. I'm actually starting to lose that fight. So we'll pull off. He's going to get himself killed on my turret. Spin through him. Down he goes. He got really greedy. He was very excited to get a shutdown. Wasn't really worth it for him. And that right there is a perfect example of why you need to have red essence before you go in for all-ins on Tryndamere. We had 0 Fury built up. Once again, when I'm saying red essence, I mean Fury. I play Kayn a lot, so. You want to have your Fury built up for the free crit. If you don't, even if someone's behind, they can have a pretty good fighting chance, especially if you're fighting them on their minions. Kind of just wanted him to miss some minions. He wasn't really falling for it. We'll just use our Q heal since our Fury was starting to tick down. After you haven't been attacking for a while, your Fury starts to tick down. After 8 seconds of being out of combat, you lose 5 Fury per second. So, oh, he just got his R. Gonna hit him with an auto attack E. Try to get back as much health as we can here. Trying to bait out his abilities. Oh, that wasn't much of a bait on my part. I'll attack spin away. Oh man, I kind of need to spend my gold. He's doing a good job holding on to his Q because I'm trying to bait it out of him. There we go. Auto attack spin away. A lot of times after you auto attack, you want to take a half a step into them because your spin has a little less range than your auto attacks in terms of its like base girth. So there, I auto attacked, then stepped up into him, spin back. There, he stepped back so we didn't get him. I auto attacked the cannon. It's not worth missing a minion just to poke the enemy. And now we're back to full health. There we go. Some decent jukes. He's starting to step it up a little bit. He wasn't respecting us early on. He's starting to play a little bit better here. I think he's definitely stepping it up here. Oof, he got me, but he also hit the minion, so his Q only did half damage. Does double damage if it only hits one target. Yeah. There's not much he's going to be able to do. And his wave's pushing into me too. He's actually in a bit of a rough spot here. I can reset, and his wave's going to be in the perfect spot for me. 𝗕𝐂𝐀𝐀𝐀 shouldn't be forcing, and I have a cannon wave to catch. I'll have plenty of time to come back. Hopefully 𝗕𝐂𝐀𝐀 doesn't muff up my wave. We'll pick up a new quiver, pickaxe, and I can't really afford anything else, so I guess we'll just grab a control ward and spin back to lane. Whenever you play Trynd, you generally ban Malphite and you dodge Jax Darius. If you don't like dodging, these matchups are still winnable. You just have to be more patient than I've been being this game, and you have to do all-in fights when you have an even steeper advantage, like HP advantages, slowly whittle them down. You have to take more advantage of your Q heals, your second win, and your high base health regen that Tryndamere has. Basically, in bad matchups on Tryndamere, if you play it really well, over time you can whittle them down and then look for an all-in, which basically just forces you to play the game really slow, which I don't think is nearly as fun, so I just avoid those matchups. We have the wave in a bit of a freeze, gonna heal to get our health back here. This is a soft freeze, it's not a true freeze. I really just have the wave in a beneficial spot. I see Lee Sin's mid. I'm gonna all in him here in a second. Next time he puts his Q on cooldown, we're going all in and ending him. Like for this minion, I assume he's gonna go for. Nope. Assume he's gonna go for the next minion. He might just be waiting for us to start Giga pushing lane. That is highly likely. Pretty sure I saw Lee Sin path bot. He's playing so far back now. There's another wave coming. It's gonna catch in a weird spot. I'll do my best to pull it down like this so I can crash my wave. Even if he hits me, it's whatever. He can't really all in me here. I'm gonna auto attack, spin away. He did some decent damage though. Got the big heal, down he goes. All we had to use was our ghost. And that's what he gets for R'ing me when we're full fury. It's a really dangerous situation. If Tryndamere had full fury, even if he's low on health, it can be very tempting to all in him. You just have to keep in mind his R keeps him alive for 5 seconds. And it activates instantly. It's a 1-frame ability, so if your attack is like a eighth of a second away from hitting him and he presses R, you're out of luck, man. Tryn's gonna eat you alive. I'm gonna spin away, heal. We could probably even stay from here. We'll see what he does. Oh, that was weird. It's like he didn't notice I was there. I'm gonna spin away here in a second. He kind of panicked there. He might have actually had me because I misplayed a little bit. Yeah, he misplayed. He tried to Q flash, but he ended up missing. That's kind of hilarious. We'll keep chipping away. Tryndamere, you don't really want to team fight too much, and you don't want to roam too much. Since he doesn't have hard CC, and his W isn't that consistent, because if they turn around on you, his roams aren't nearly as good as like a Malphite or an Orin. So you usually just stick to split pushing, putting down constant pressure, get turret plates, and you can also look to take enemy monster camps when you have the opportunity. Guess I could just let these minions whittle down the turret. Still be getting this plate. I'll still be getting first turret. Ooh, Lee Sin's here. Oh, that was really awkward. Hopefully Zed's not here. Nice, good job, Blitzcrank. You saved me. Oh, and my teammates got the kill. That's perfect. We get away with the crime. We'll take it. I ran out of minions and I was really low on health. Maybe I should have just ran through the turret. Risked it. All right, we got our 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝐻. We'll go for Berserker Greaves next into Navari. The only time you want to go 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝐻 is if you need it. Ultimately, we'll have less damage than our Navari gives and less mobility since it's going to be putting our E on a much lower cooldown from our crits. So Hullbreaker's more if you're not Giga fed and you know you'll need it to fight 1 versus 2. If my R is up and Ghost is up, I know I can solo the Morden Lee Sin. Like, I don't even need Hullbreaker right now. Hullbreaker is insanely good on Tryndamere. A lot of times you will rush it first item or second item. It's just this game, since we are so fed, getting it isn't necessary and we can get more value from the Navari mobility. Wait, we actually didn't finish the turret. What the heck? We're about to not even get the plate. There we go. First turret gold, and we got that final plate pre 14 minute. Awesome. It's 14 minute, the plates do fall off. We'll go ahead and have this shoved in. And we'll take these. Look how much. Second one's healed us for nearly 800 health already, more than any other runes given in value. It's insane. Because he hasn't been poking us that much either. Second one's even better against ranged champs, as you can imagine, like Teemo Vayne, Quinn. That's why Tryndamere can play mid lane, and he's really annoying. He runs them out of mana, and you just heal so much through your passive high base health regen, your D shield and whatnot. Oh, I didn't press R. That's kind of funny. My bad. We might even be able to turn it. No, okay, never mind. We wouldn't have been able to turn and kill Kai, so she's very fed. We had 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝐻's dash. We had Ghost, E. We had R. We could have definitely lived with 𝗕𝘂𝐴𝐻 really early and eat away. A little bit on autopilot there. Pick up the Caulfield's pickaxe. We'll grab a control ward. Jinx is very, very far behind. We definitely don't want to be team fighting this game. Team fighting B. Apparently our team, it's just me and Shaco who's ahead. Everyone else is behind or neutral. I hope Mord stays for my turret. I want to kill him. There we go. There he is. We see him. He doesn't have that many minions. I have a feeling he's going to stay for cannon. Nothing entices laners to throw away their lives like a cannon minion does. Yes, sir. There it is. I'm going to have to spin to get in range. He actually dodged our W, probably unintentionally. When we can no longer reach him, we'll use Gale Force, auto attack E reset. Use Gale Force in the same way you use your E a lot of the time. It was, if you can no longer reach them with your autos, then you'll use the Gale Force to catch up. That way you can keep hitting them with your autos. Gale Force is also a nice little execute. The lower on health they are, the more damage it does. Look at that self-healing, man. This is why Tryndamere doesn't have to rush lifesteal items. That Q healing is absurd. We see Lee Sin is mid lane. Dragon's up in 20. He is not going to want to path over here. And even if they do manage to kill me, they're going to miss Dragon for it. So we'll have given our value. And if they don't come for me, well, they'll lose a turret. I'm out of here. Later, Zyra. We get the kill. Ghost is so good on Trend. And I'll look to get these as well. Looking at her items, she is kind of fed. She has a full item and tier 2 boots, plus her full support item. She's certainly not behind. You can also heal while you're mid-spin, by the way. Nice try. Wait, she's still chasing? This is insane. What is she doing? I might actually be able to kill her now. Yeah, I can definitely kill her. I guess I'll just go for the scuttle, get my Fury up, then go kill Lee Sin and Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa's looking for the kill here. So I let the freaking scuttle get away. Alright, we'll get back on the split. I don't want to group. The Kai'Sa's too fed. She can kind of one-shot me and force out my R really fast because I don't have Hullbreaker yet. And if your teammate's near you, Hullbreaker doesn't... Oh my god, miscan. If your teammate's near you, Hullbreaker doesn't give you the extra armor and magic resist, so... It's really just a split pushing item. It makes your big minions much tankier. Basically 3 times as tanky. Takes the turrets forever to kill them. Get a ward down right there, and we can push for red buff here in a second. We see where Kai'Sa is. We have R and Gale Force. We should be able to do something. As long as you don't die, the value you're giving your team is just... It's really hard to calculate, but it's very, very high value. As we miss 2 cannons in a row. Very sexy. Awesome, got red buff. Lee Sin has Gore Drinker. Mord's about to walk into us. Never mind. I'm gonna hold on to this one so I can stay in combat. Oh, that's cool. That's a fun little thing Zed's here. I'm gonna E Gale Force away. I want out. I'm not gonna still Shaco blue buff. Instead, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't need any of these. Kind of stole that one, though. These guys are all fed. I'm not going over there. That's a terrible idea. They're all stacked up. Even if I went in there, I don't have Ghost. Best case scenario, I get 1 kill, maybe 2 kills. And that's just not worth it because I'm the only one who's fed on our team. We're going to have to spin. Got him with our W. Juke that out. We have red buff burn, so this guy's in trouble. We didn't even have to R, which is freaking awesome. Love to see it. And we need to keep this pressure on to force the enemies to back. I'm not going to use my heal. I want to stay low health so I can shred this turret. We'll E to get closer after minions take aggro. Freaking Zyra, man. Oh, I pressed R. I swear I did, dude. That was such a free kill. I used my Ghost. I literally pressed R. I'm not even kidding. Oh, that was so free. Had R, had flash. I'm voting no. I think it's stupid to surrender here. We're going to grab Navari. Go straight into... Well... I seem to be having issues with my R. I still think 𝗕𝗂𝐺𝗔 is worth it over 𝗕𝗂𝐺𝗔𝗓 here since we are so big. So ticked off though. I've had 2 bad R's in a row. Freest kill in the world. Just wow. Very, very unfortunate. Mordekaiser's back on the splits, exactly what we want to see. The enemies have gotten so much down mid lane. Jinx is very far behind, and 𝗂𝐈𝐀 has 20 out of 23 KP. I'll grab this Gromp, run into the Mord. As long as we don't int, we'll literally win this game. All we need to do is press R, and it is GG's. Well played. I'll just press it earlier. When it's a clear-cut case like it was with that Zyre, just press it even a second early, because all we needed was like 1 auto on her to finish. They're all missing. They're probably coming for Baron, I'd imagine. Oh no, Lee Sin's bot. Killing my teammate. Zed's mid. There's 2 of them bot, actually. I guess I need to stay and shove this. I might actually be able to kill 𝗂𝐈𝐀 here. Alright, we got the shutdown. We'll take it. It's definitely worth. She has 16 of their 25 kills. And we got her flash and her R. I'll take that every day of the week. Now that we have 𝗕𝗂𝐺𝗔𝗓, we're good to go, man. Game's over. We should have like basically 100% crit now, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Well, once our Fury's built up, we'll have close to 100% crit with our current build, the 𝗕𝗂𝐺𝗔𝗓 and agility cloak. Our E will be on a very, very short cooldown. It can go back on the split. And when our ghost is back up, we'll be able to run down and massacre several of them and live. Ghost is much better for scaling, and you get resets. Kills and assists, it extends its duration. Beautiful. I hope we get time to get to this Mord. He's pretty far behind, so I think it's gonna take a while to get that. We'll take our time with him. Look how fast my E's already back off a cooldown. They are gonna get this dragon. I'm gonna try to get a turret. This is why you don't really need a Tiamat item on Tryndamere, because your E spin plus 𝗕𝗂𝐺𝗔𝗓 is such a short cooldown. Shaco's getting some kills there. That's really, really good for me. It's going to give me time to push this. The only person who kind of gives me issues is 𝗂𝐈𝐀, and that's because she has a bunch of items, more items than me, plus she has Crown of the Shattered Queen. Wow, nice R, 𝗂𝐈𝐀. Wow. Those missiles are kind of stupid. Thank you for the red buff though, 𝗂𝐈𝐀. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you. I should be able to just run to my turret. 𝗂𝐈𝐀 build's so cancer. Those missiles really hurt. Guess I gotta turn and fight. Alright, it is what it is. 𝗂𝐈𝐀 gets the kill. We get the Mord. We could have played it a little bit better if instead we spun the other way right as we killed Mord. Didn't calculate my damage the best as we were putting it in on him. I'm happy we got the kill. I kind of forgot, in all honesty, I forgot my R was on cooldown and I was planning on killing everybody since I got ghost resets off of the Mord. This is the issue with AP 𝗂𝐈𝐀. Once she's actually in combat and having to scrap like a real player, she just doesn't give much value because her auto attacks don't hit properly. It's really annoying when you're skirmishing though. It's so much poke, similar to a Xerath. She can throw out a missile roughly every 3 to 4 seconds. We'll sell that, grab BF sword. We are now at a whopping 391.80, and it'll be higher the lower we are on health. We're going to get back on the split, try to stay alive. I think we did get 𝗕𝐂𝐈 R at least. Obviously, her R and Mord R. Mord doesn't count for much, though. He's so far behind, and he's borderline just... Borderline, I don't want to say useless, but like he kind of is at this point. He can't match me at all. I can kill him without really losing any health. Gonna hold on to my E. Don't know where any of them are. I'm assuming someone's here. The fact that someone would have TP'd to that. Did he really just do that? Oh, okay, that I'll take it. I'll take it. 𝗕𝐂𝐈 Hourglass, Mord R, and a bunch of other stuff. So Zyra R, 𝗕𝐂𝐈 R, Mord R. Teammates, did they get a turret there? I don't know if they got a turret, but they're about to get a turret and maybe another one. That's definitely worth it. In a perfect world, you just don't die. In a perfect world, I got away from that situation. I had QSS to cleanse the Mord R. We pulled all 4 of them top plus a TP. We live, we go back, keep pushing. But trading 1 for 1 isn't the end of the world either. It's still really good value for our team. We got at least 2 turrets out of it too. I wouldn't mind having a 𝗕𝐂𝐴. 𝗕𝐿 is really nice. Your ability's slow, so basically just your E. And since our E is going to be on essentially a 1 to 2 second cooldown, that's a 2 second AoE, 1 to 2 second AoE slow cooldown. Really nice to have. As long as you have something to auto attack, it'll be a little cooldown. Oh, Mord took Gromp. Who does he think he is? Dragon's coming up. The enemies are going to go for that. This is where we literally win the game. It's Soul, so they're obviously all going to go for it. My teammates are probably pinging me to come, but my hull breaker won't work if I go there. Plus, if I get hit by a Zyra CC, I'm going to have to blow my R, and I'm useless in the fight anyway. So they have a couple of hard CC options. Mainly the Zyra Snare, Zyra Knockup. That will take me out of the fight, or a few 𝗕𝐂𝐈 missiles to where I would rather get guaranteed value on the split push instead. Or we'll get an inhibitor, maybe be able to end. His hook's on cooldown. I mean, we got his flash. That's actually really good. Might just be able to end here. Yeah, we can definitely just end. He's really scared to die. And I have my R. Yeah, I think he knows he just can't get to me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Tryndamere top lane guide here for Season 12. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is kingstixbusiness. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking at damage ultimate enemy champions, we had the most on our team by a mile. However, we're still out damaged by the Giga-fed 𝗕𝐂𝐈. Keep in mind, a lot of her damage was poke damage, which didn't necessarily mean it was a kill. It's still pressure, putting pressure on our team, have a reset or a heal, things like that, but not quite the same thing. For damage taken, we had taken the most in the game by a pretty wide margin of 33,000. And for self-mitigated damage, I imagine it's going to be even higher at 37,000. So we were the tank. Our team had no true tank champion. Closest thing maybe 𝗵𝐵𝐿. We took way more than everyone else when you combined self-mitigated and just normal damage taken. For runes, lethal tempo, 78 seconds of maxed out uptime. So at max speed, 78 seconds of max speed. Maxed it out 6 separate occasions. Triumph, 2,000 healing, 280 free gold. Alacrity finished at 12-minute mark. Last stand, 2,184 damage. So good on Tryndamere. Unflinching, did stuff. And second one healed us for 1,678. Not too bad. All in all, Tryndamere top lane, one of the best top lane carries in the game right now, without a doubt.